Times are hard. For some people, it's extremely difficult. I know some people who've had to make very difficult decisions and adjustments, taking their kids out of certain schools because they can't keep up, with the payment of fees amidst handling other responsibilities. And is it possible? Is it possible at all to make anything good out of this situation by way of savings and investments?
It is. I'll urge a lot of caution, but there are definitely opportunities. The interesting thing is that in a time like this, there will be really good opportunities for you to make an investment that will yield well. You've got to be careful. You've got to make watch the markets carefully, but there will always be interesting investments to be made. There are obvious areas that we could talk about. At this moment, any investment in that agric food chain is, all things being equal, a good one.
Okay.
When I say the agric food chain, I don't mean just taking a cutlass and a hoe and just going to weed. I'm talking about people who transport agric produce. I'm talking about livestock. I'm talking about people who buy agric produce at the harvest time and hold it till the, the lean times. And I'm talking about people who are investing in equipment and silos, that whole agric chain, obviously processing. So it's the most obvious investment. And if I had 10,000 cedis, my first thought would be, what can I do in that agric space? That would make sense, right? But that's not the only thing, because you've got to remember that these are also very volatile times. Mm-hmm. This is also a time of very high inflation. So you got to think about two things. I want an investment that will keep my money, and I want an investment that, at worst, will minimize the effect of inflation on my money. And I'm not even necessarily talking about beating inflation, because at 50%, it's hard to beat. I'm just saying I need to make sure that inflation doesn't eat away all my money. I want to make sure that in these volatile times, I'm taking the right decision. But the first and most obvious space is going to be the agric space. Mm. It's definitely going to be the agric space. If you had 10,000 cedis, first and foremost, look in the agric space. There are other spaces we can talk about, but the difficulty with the other spaces is that 10,000 cedis might not be enough to make much headway.
Mm. Interesting.